Welcome back. Let me share a statement with you that I've never heard before from an author of a cookbook. Not knowing how to cook is a disability that will cost you your health and cost you a fortune over your lifetime.
So what you're saying is I'm in trouble. Wow. That puts a whole new perspective on knowing how to cook. That comes from the author of the No Recipe Cookbook, quick home meals that are easy to make and healthier and cheaper than takeout. She is a surgeon who believes that changing your cooking will change your life.
All the way from Adelaide, Australia, where it is already Tuesday morning, please welcome Dr. Samantha Pillay. Thank you for joining us. You say not knowing how to cook is a disability. That's an interesting choice of words. Tell us why it's a disability.
I see so many people with chronic disease. 80% of chronic disease is preventable. And when convenience foods are a misnomer. I mean, what is convenient about food when you can't control the high levels of fat, sugar, salt and calories? And convenience foods have become so convenient that rather than just occasional foods, they're all the time, every day. Some people even 3 meals a day. And what that does is contributes to, obesity, heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, death. And we're not, it's very easy to ignore what's in those foods when we just purchase convenience foods. When you're cooking at home, you're able to control and significantly reduce those risk factors. And that's why people have so much trouble, especially controlling even their weight. But you're only recommended to have a teaspoon of salt per day, and yet many meals which we buy, prepared or takeout, restaurant, convenience foods, might have more than that just in the one meal. So I want to motivate people to look after their health. I think COVID's helped us reset that priority for our health and understand the risk factor of chronic disease. It's really easy to ignore when the effects don't come on for decades.
Wow. And Dr. Pillay, really quick, what made you so passionate about getting this message out to people about their health and taking care of themselves?
I was actually born with congenital hip dysplasia, and as a result, there's something that I've always had to struggle with. I had absolutely no control from that, from birth. I couldn't do anything about it. Now, it's probably been a blessing in disguise sometimes when I look, because it's made me motivated to do what I could about my health and really take care of the things that I actually could change. The other thing was I was super stressed. I was a single mum, I owned a business, I worked as a surgeon, and the biggest stress in my life wasn't the operating theatre, it was what's for dinner. I was so time poor. And I'd look at cookbooks and I'd be exhausted and disinterested by the time. And I realised that I could just change my life. So for me, it was a huge time saver. I realised at the end of the day I was hungry and I had decision fatigue. So ordering from an app was actually hard work and I didn't want to wait. So I actually found that it was more convenient. It was fast. It was easier. I didn't want to leave the house. Having good food in the comfort of my own home was actually better than eating out. All these things that I kind of didn't realize I hadn't questioned before. So for me, it was the biggest thing was a time saver. And the other biggest thing was it dramatically reduced the stress in my life by just being able to cook without a recipe and plan for 2 weeks. And then I found out I halved my grocery bill. I lost weight. My food waste in my kitchen bin was like a quarter of what it used to be. And I saw so many other people struggling with the same thing. And I said, people would say, I don't cook. Did I hear someone say, I don't cook? And yet you eat every day for the rest of your life. It's a real problem, if you can't cook.
We've got just a little moment of time left, but if I take your book home tonight, it's very different than most cookbooks. What can I make? How big a mess am I going to make, and how long will it take?
Yeah, so I have actually got free recipes you can download on my website, which is just my name, samanthapillay.com, free meals. So you could the simplest thing might be just some meat and veg, and I try and make things in one pan. You don't have the measuring. You can chop it and add it into the pan in the time that it cooks, so you only use the one pan. So I am very good. Once you practice, you can become efficient and have dinner on the table in way under 20 minutes, and then clean up as you go. And sometimes I just have one pan. So I talk about ways to cook efficiently to minimize mess, minimize washing up. I had real trouble not being able to stand for prolonged periods because of my hip pain. And so I had to work out a way to make it easy. I think, you know, celebrity chefs and cooking shows have created kitchen phobes. It's not that hard. People have been feeding themselves for hundreds of thousands of years. It doesn't have to be fancy.
Well, the book is called the No Recipe Cookbook. It's available online in print and ebook formats. Dr. Samantha Pillay, thank you so much for getting up early with us.